Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks. Sampler review series of videos I've been doing for a little while now. Go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, then, folks, I'm going to talk about the stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie, I'm so happy that I finally got my snap back. Oh, you don't even know. I'm very proud of my snapping ability, especially because I didn't know how to snap my fingers until I was like about 18. Like, I never really got a knack for it. And then literally just one summer, I was like, I'm just dedicated myself to learning it. I would just do this wherever I went until eventually I started to get it. So when I got that infection in my finger and I couldn't do it properly, it was like, no! But anyway, folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammer on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside the truck. And whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I'm wearing grody work clothes. Typically, when I'm inside the truck and I'm wearing grody work clothes, that means that I was on my way home from work and I found some shit to review for you. Not the case today, though. No, this is actually an instance where I bought this a few days ago when I was just buying supplies, and I was like, oh, yeah, okay, because I've been doing a series of videos that work along these lines, and perfect opportunity. So, what is it? What am I reviewing? What series is it? Well, folks, for a couple months now, I've been basically going over there, and I've been going out to different supermarkets and other chain locations and stuff, and I've been trying out their in-house sodas. And I've been doing, like, comparisons against, is it, good for the, is it good for the value, the taste versus the money, all that stuff. And well, I happened to be out at Walmart, and I got some Twist Up, which is basically their bullshit version of Sprite and or 7-Up. Naturally flavored with other natural flavors. But yeah, it's a lemon lime soda. And like I said, this was from Walmart. I don't know if this is available anywhere else because it doesn't have... See, it doesn't have like their... Oh, no. Distributed by Walmart. Okay. Because I'm surprised that it isn't like Great Value brand or something like that. But maybe this kind of came out before the Great Value brand became more of a thing. I don't know. But I like 7-Up. I like Sprite. I don't like Starry very much. But let's see how this compares. Let's get a thing for the thing. It's so large. It's so large. Ha 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 ha! Let's give it a go. I hope it's good because there's a bunch of it. I'm sure it'll be fine. Knockoff Sprite tends to be good because it's like, well, how do you fuck up lemon lime? It can be done. Again, I don't like Starry, so. It has a weak scent, but let's give it a go. Yeah, okay. It has a weak scent, and it has a somewhat weak flavor, but it's not bad. So I just recently went over there. I did Walmart Dr. Pepper, Dr. Thunder, right? And this basically is working very much along those same lines. It has the general makeup of what it's trying to build off of, right? It's a lemon lime soda. That's all it needs to do. It's got that. It has, the refreshing aspect to it. It's got the something of a crispness to it, something, a little bit. And it certainly has, that citrus hit. It's nice. However, it lacks the soul. It reaches a crescendo, and then that's it. It levels off. It has a very low ceiling as far as its flavor is concerned. And that's pretty much exactly what happened with the Dr. Thunder. Like, it basically tasted along the lines of Dr. Pepper, just not as good. And that's the case with this. It's decent, but it doesn't hit the highs that your 7-Ups, your Sprites are going to do. Is it better than Starry, though? Well, it's more palatable to me than Starry, so it's got that going for it. I feel like it's closer to a 7-Up than a Sprite. That could just be, though, and I don't mean this as an affront to 7-Up, because I do like 7-Up, but that might just be because the taste is a little bit weaker, and I generally associate Sprite with having a somewhat stronger taste than 7-Up. Again, 7-Up, still very good, but it has a different flavor profile than Sprite does. You know the one I miss? Mountain Dew Ice. When Mountain Dew decided to go over there and do their own version, it came out, God, probably about 10 years ago now that I think about it. And it had a little bit of a run. It was like a regular flavor. And I think a lot of people just crapped on it because they're like, boo, it's just Mountain Dew 7-Up, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, yeah, it's exactly what it is. But it didn't mean that it didn't bring something unique, you know, to the lemon lime soda equation. I really liked it. Unlike Starry, which I fucking hate. I like the way that it drinks. I like the carbonation level. It just, yeah, it doesn't, it has the flavor, but it just doesn't have that full experience. You know, you don't get that, like, real proper, because again, it has a little bit of that refreshing, a little bit of that crispness, but it doesn't really give you that full, kind of feel, you know? And especially a lemon lime soda, that should always do that, because that's what it's there for, you know? It's got that beautiful, just, almost freshness, you know? But it's not bad at all, actually. It's perfectly okay. In fact, I think for me personally, and this goes along what I was saying before about, you know, the knockoff lemon lime sodas, I think that I probably would go with this more than I would the knockoff Dr. Pepper, even though I didn't dislike that. But this, I think, again, it's just, it's really hard to fuck up lemon lime. Even Starry, as much as I'm not a big fan of it, you know, kinda, I guess, kinda. But two questions do have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? And then third is kind of, you know, again, the value aspect. You know what? I'm going to say yes, yes, and kind of yes. So, for me personally, whereas with, again, the, you know, going back to the Dr. Thunder review, which, by the way, go watch that review, going back to that, with the Dr. Thunder, part of the reason why I said ultimately I probably wouldn't personally pick it up again was because Dr. Pepper is such a unique and kind of personal soda to me. I'm willing to just go in for the actual stuff, you know. I'll pay a little bit extra. I'm fine with that to get the full experience. Now, if it were between this twist-up soda and a Sprite or a 7-Up, would I? No, of course not. They're definitely leagues better, you know. It's just a fuller experience. But, again, going back to what I was saying, it's still a lemon lime soda, and it's not a bad lemon lime soda. It's a little bit meh, but it's not terrible or even bad. It's actually pretty good for what it is. And so I think I would be willing to go over there and get it again on occasion. You know, might not be my go-to move, but sure, I don't dislike it, and, you know, I'll gladly drink the rest of that eventually. Take me a few days, but now if I'm recommending it, yeah, because again, I do think that lemon lime soda is just more forgiving. And I think it's one of those things where you can go over there and you can have, if you have like cheapo Coke, right? You know, cheapo cola. Cheapo cola can be actually pretty good. Like I did a review of the Signature Select stuff from Jewel brand. That was actually pretty good. I liked it. Or you can have the not so good stuff. And I've reviewed stuff like that too. Can't think of the brand off the top of my head. It really does swing pretty wildly. Whereas with, again, the lemon lime soda, I feel like you can kind of get away with it, you know? It's not going to be as good of an experience, but it's still going to be pretty decent. And especially if you're like throwing a party or, you know, something like that. If you're not looking to impress, I mean, fuck it. People are coming over to your place. What the fuck do you have to impress them with? Get some twist up. I don't think they'll be too disappointed with it. And in terms of the value for money and all that stuff, I think this is one of those ones where, yeah, you could sub it in or out. You know, I think you could sub it in or out and not be too unhappy about it. Save yourself a few bucks. Get yourself a Sprite or, you know, 7-Up here or there, you know, that kind of thing. 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your year. Folks, go in there and have yourselves a truly Sprite-tastic rest of your life, because I just like Sprite better. I like 7-Up too, but final two things. Number one, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated, but what you do if you can't do it all the time, I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. And when we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there whenever possible. Take a step back. Try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives. Hopefully, do better for ourselves and those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, what's your personal opinion in the war between Sprite and 7-Up? I mean, Sprite's basically won it. You know, that just is what it is. But what's your personal preference on it? You know, are you a Sprite person? Are you a 7-Up person? Are you a Starry person? Because, yeah, I would shit on it, but it, you know, certainly has its fans, to be sure. I do find it tremendously ironic, though, that the whole point of Starry was to go over there and, you know, because, you know, previously they had Sierra Mist. All right, we're going to cancel Sierra Mist because it doesn't fit our demographic, these new crazy kids. Always chasing that demographic. So they marketed towards the younger audience. Okay, fine, I get it. Sierra Mist, not cool for the kids. But then they took away Sierra Mist, which used real sugar, and then went to Starry, which has high fructose corn syrup, and then also had just more overall sugar. And you're marketing it to a younger generation who are more savvy about that shit than really any generation prior. I don't know, though. I don't know how the kids take the Starry. I would like Sierra Mist back, personally. Or, let's bring back Slice. Let's just do it. Anyway, bye.